everyone. How's it going? We should have a fish nerd here soon. He's had some technical difficulties and dropped out of stream, but he will be here shortly. While he's coming back, I am gonna feed some fishies, and then we'll have some stuff to talk about tonight. An actual topic. Ah, there he is. All right, let's add him back.
I tried.
Hey, fish nerd. Oh, oh, what am I doing here? All right.
All right.
Okay.
I
Well,
think
I'm gonna throw some fish food in this tank real quick, and then
Ian.
we can start talking. Oh, I found one of the little babies real quick. Hang on. There
Oh, you
used to
found a
be a
baby?
way. Yeah, let me see if I can make my camera bigger. Used to let me do that. There we go.
Yeah, that's the important thing anyway.
He's all the way over here, so I'm gonna have to move. I'm really gonna have to move the camera. Look at how little he
Oh,
is.
teeny tiny.
Teeny. I've been seeing them like randomly all throughout the tank today. Finally,
I'm sure. I'm sure there's at least 20 of them in there.
there's one on the glass, and then there's one back on the air
On
stone.
on the oh yeah. Did you get your
And they
sweet
like
potato in there?
I did not. We were running late today. My kiddos had a job. One of my kiddos had a job interview, and it ran later than we thought it would. And then they had to go to their other job, so we were running around all day. So we did not get the sweet potato. I am gonna pick it up tomorrow though. If
Okay.
I don't get it tonight on the way from picking them up, so I've got to pick them up at 10. So I'm hoping the grocery store will still be open. And if it is, I'm gonna go ahead and stop by and grab it tonight. If not, I'll get
Well,
Brian to stop and grab it on the way home.
it's one of those things that Walmart tends to have at a 24-hour super Walmart thing.
Ours still haven't started opening 24 hours again yet.
Oh.
Yeah, ours still closed at 11 around here. Yeah, we haven't had 24 Walmart since like 2020. It's been kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, Cat Ninja!
Hello, Kitty. Good to see you.
I'm sorry. I forgot to ask Cat Ninja how her birthday week went yesterday. We were streaming, and I forgot to ask her about that. So I hope you had a great birthday week, Cat Ninja. And also, I want to give the Corey some bloodworms real quick. So let me pop a cube of those in. Oh, real quick, I'm gonna move the camera since Juju. I know she's not here yet. Look at the two on the back. I can't really zoom in on them because my hands are
Oh,
full.
I could
But the
see.
one, can you see the fins on her?
Oh, yeah, definitely she's a keeper.
Oh yeah, she's pretty. And she's getting all big.
Yep. Be
Yeah,
about a
she is
year from
really
now,
pretty.
and she or he will be ready to make more little ones.
Yep, I am excited about that.
Yeah. It's going to be about a year.
hmm So I'm gonna start trying to catch her this week and get her into a 10-gallon with a couple of the other ones I'm gonna keep and get some stuff moving around. Just next weekend, because this week Brian is off work. He's got to go to work tomorrow, and then he's off the rest of the week. So after at the end of the week, after I get all my other projects done, I'm going to start my gardening stuff. Hey, Squabbled! And we are going to grab a couple of totes to set outside for some outside aquatic additions. And that's why I got FishNerd here tonight, is to talk to him about summer tubbing with
Summer
the beach.
tubbing.
So yeah,
Summer
I am
tubbing.
excited about that. I'm gonna have fish everywhere before it's all said and done. Fish and snails.
Fish, snails, plants. Yeah, the summer tubs are awesome for growing lots of plants real fast.
Yeah. So I'm really excited to do that because I've got an aquarium. It's got plants in it. I kind of like to, spread them out, get some more extra grown. I've got some crits in there and some more anubias. And this anubias in this tank is actually, I wanted to show you this because I know you love this anubias. But do you see what it's doing over here?
Oh, looks like a couple of new leaves.
Yeah. So I
Hasn't
figured I'm
thrown up
doing something right.
hasn't thrown up a flower spike yet, but looking good.
Yep. I'm real hopeful on that one. That's like the prettiest one I have.
Yeah, Anubias, it is a slow grower, but they are near bulletproof.
hmm
And if you make that sump filter that we were talking about that one day, you can grow it out of that. It will grow out of the water and grow quite well.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna pull that video up of that filter that I want to build because it's gonna be the one I'm gonna build it for one of the 29s, and I'm gonna build it for
For one
the
of the
outside tub
outsides.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah, because that was um that planner. Ever since I saw it, I've just been wanting to make that one, that filter out of the planner, and I'm like, man, that is a neat idea.
it's the same idea. I've used it a couple of times and it works really well. And yeah, it's with a little modification, it can be made into a grow table, and you can even grow tomatoes and peppers and potatoes and lettuce. And yeah, they work really well.
Hey, first shot, how's it
Hey,
going?
first shot.
Um, yeah, hang on one second. You know what? I'm gonna oop, let me let me
Oops.
do this real quick before I present that. Okay. Yeah, let me show this real quick. Hang on real quick. Let me get this. Go ahead and get it pulled up. Okay, there we go. Now I want to share it this way. I really need to share more stuff on here so I get used to doing it. Okay. All right. So yeah, I've been looking around trying to look for, build my own pumps, especially for like outside projects, because like the regular filters, you could put them out there, but I'm pretty sure getting rained on and the sun beating on them, they're not going to last very long.
Most of
But
mine, I have large sponge filters, so and they work good. But
I
you
was
know,
thinking
there's
about
still
getting some of those too.
yeah, but they're still sponge filters, and they only do so much.
Yeah. Um, but I was thinking like if I did this, then I could also put plants out, on top of it and grow them out of the water,
Yes, you
and
can.
they could be used for filtration. So let's go ahead and start this so y'all can see what I'm talking about here. But that's pretty much the concept that I want to make for this filter that I'm gonna build. And it'll go on top of like a 29-gallon tote or 30-gallon like heavy duty tote outside and be used for my filtration. and I can customize the size because you can get those type planners any size really.
Yep, I think I've got some of those that are 3 foot long, and they're great. However,
Yeah,
the ones I have all the drain holes in the bottom.
yeah, and like this type of one is commonly sold at like Dollar Trees or Dollar Generals, Family
Yep.
Dollars. Walmart I've seen has some kind of like that. Um, hey Sean. So yeah, like just something like that. Um,
And you don't even need, you know, he's putting in here an inlet valve. You don't even need a valve. You can just wire the pump straight in.
yeah, see, I was even thinking, I was like, I wouldn't even, you know, I would skip that step just because it's not going to be inside. Like, I wouldn't need to, like, if I needed to move it quick, obviously, I'd want probably some type of valve or something. But if it's going to be outside, I'm just going to let it go
Yeah.
because I'll have it like hanging over it where even if it did like overflow or something, it's going to overflow back into the tank. Try to set it up that way.
Well, if without a valve there to meter flow, you may want to put the make the outlet, you know, just a little bit oversized. That
Yeah,
way it will always empty and flow out.
yeah. And I was even thinking like something too to do with it. To hang on, let me pause that video real quick. Something else to do to like help that with like so it just doesn't overflow everywhere is maybe even like the part where it's supposed to overflow at, drill some like little bitty holes
Yep.
so that way it'll always have like some way to drain out.
Yeah. Except the higher hole, some the smaller holes will have a tendency to plug with something.
Yeah,
But
just
with
have to check on it.
with normal maintenance, things like that don't happen. Oh yeah,
Exactly.
there's that normal maintenance thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Regular
always
maintenance.
happen.
Yeah, especially you get busy and stuff, so that's why it's like I found a shady area to put it in where it's not like directly in the sun because I don't want the tub to dry up either. Like that's something you don't want to happen. And in
No,
Georgia, that could happen like real
but
easily.
you don't want it in full shade. It actually, yeah, if it can get some full sun, say a couple hours in the morning is nice, or at the very late evening where it can
Okay,
get some full sun
the
is good.
side of the house I'm gonna put it on, um, in the morning, it's like it goes to the front of the house to the back of the house. So it'll probably get like a couple of hours of midday-ish sun, and then the tree will start to shade it
Okay.
once the sun gets like right over it.
Yeah. Uh,
First
a
shot's
few
got it.
hours
Always
of
gotta
of
plug your holes.
sun, and there's usually in a summer tub the water will turn green with algae. It
Yeah.
happens. But depending on fish that you would put in there, that's fry food. Green water is fry food.
Yeah. And I was thinking about putting the Tetras in there, or the Danios. And then obviously I'm gonna put a couple of Plecos in there because Inspector
Yep.
and Penny are getting about that age. They're getting
Yeah.
real rambunctious in their tanks. So I was like figuring either them or, yeah, probably Penny and Inspector. Or will go
Yeah.
out there.
You could probably even take a couple of your babies and grow them out,
Yeah.
and they will enjoy it. Um, I would suggest more the Danios than the Tetras, because Danios are a little hardier. And yeah, if you get a cold night or something, the Tetras may be bothered,
Yeah.
but the Danios can handle extremes. Or if you can ever find them, the White Cloud Mountain minnows.
Yeah, I need to try to look and see if I can find the mountain minnows because those are really, really interesting looking fish too. They are very pretty,
Oh, they're very
and
pretty.
those would be fun to try to breed too. So I get it. Yeah, but if I can find them, because the only ones I've been able to find around here so far are like the rosy red and just the regular common minnow that people
Yeah, the
use for
rosy
fishing.
reds are sold as feeders for large carnivores, and
Yeah.
but they're still a neat little fish, as we found out.
Oh yeah. Like I really did not expect the ones that I got to, you know, make it as long as they did. That was really surprising. Um, huh. I figured out how to
Okay,
make the screen large.
there you go.
Uh, there we go. I figured
There
it out
we go.
finally. Right as the food starts to fall down. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah. So yeah, those minnows were really fun to keep while I had them, and I would like to get some more. Even if I just get some of the regular rosy reds again, I'd like to try to breed those and see how it goes.
we could put I've had Corey's outside. I've had Plecos. I've had you know numerous live bears, rainbows, various cichlids. You can put just about everything outside. It's how you set up, having it set up for them.
Yeah. And I think I am going to go ahead and put some methylene blue in this tank again tonight. Um, just because one of the I had a quarry that uh, died over the weekend, and I don't know if it was because of when the power went out, they got stressed. I'm trying to figure that out, but you
Yeah,
know, I just want to make sure just get them treated. And in case there is anything going on, maybe it'll catch it before it takes hold. So I think I'm gonna just unplug the hang on back tonight and just let it sit overnight with the methylene blue in it.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
look,
look at
Mr.
Mister.
Whiskers
He
came
is
out.
out.
Yeah, he came
That
out. He's
must
like,
mean
hey,
that he's given up holding the babies in there.
he's like, that's it. I'm hungry. I want some food.
Get those beans in there for him.
Yeah, I'm get some beans out in just a minute and drop some in there because he has got to be so hungry.
Yeah, yeah. Two
Yeah, all I
weeks
did,
of 2 weeks of babysitting. You
it'll
know,
do it.
con- constant vigil, 24/7, not eating. Yeah, he's gonna be hungry.
Yeah, throw him a couple of pellets in there for now, and I'll get him some green beans in there, just a little bit. I kind of got myself locked into my little streaming station right now. I do not know why I didn't warm them up some green beans, get them thawed out and for the tank before I started. It was a busier day than I thought. But yeah,
I don't even bother thawing them out. I just throw them in frozen.
I've tried that, and for some reason they won't sink when I do that. It like takes them a really long time to
It
start
it,
sinking.
it takes them until they thaw and then they sink.
Oh, okay.
So while they are still frozen, yeah, they have a tendency to float.
Okay.
Yeah, throw them in there frozen. They'll thaw.
All right. You know what? While we're
Yeah,
talking, I will just
you
grab
could
my kiddo.
even throw a couple of snails out there too, and they will thrive.
Oh
They will have,
yeah,
and you may even get more snails breeding out there.
that's a good idea too. 'Cause I could yeah, either grab a couple out of the tank here and put them in there, or go
Yep.
get another little batch just for outside to put out there.
But I always
Kind
say,
of have
whatever you put outside, make sure
like
you
some.
have at least twice as much room for when you bring in, because you may put three fish out there, and there is a possibility you could bring in 30 at come fall.
Yeah, that is true.
There is also the possibility you put three fish out and you bring in none.
That is true. Especially if uh dragonflies, because I know
Yeah.
their larvae will eat a small fish.
Oh yes. Well, they'll even eat a big fish.
Yeah,
Maybe
they
not all in one sitting, but they will.
yeah, yeah. They're those things are some vicious little guys,
Oh
little
yes.
guys there.
Now, if you have large carnivorous type cichlids in a tub that are already large, yeah, let the dragonflies have their eggs in there. That's more food for them. But you are not dealing with such fish.
No, no. My fish are very docile little fish. They'll be like, "Where's the food?"
Yeah.
Can only imagine guppies trying to fend off a dragonfly
Oh,
larva. That'd be, oh man, that wouldn't happen.
and that's over extremely fast.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah,
Like,
guppies do wonderful outside. They do wonderful outside. You'll put a pair out in the spring and bring in 400.
oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't need to bring in 400. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's amazing how quickly guppies will multiply outside, and yeah, left to their own devices, they will go crazy. Left to their own devices, they go crazy inside too.
As I have found, because I have got a lot of little guppy babies in this tank, and I have got to do something about that real quick. Because yeah, they just keep multiplying. It's like every 2 weeks I have new babies.
That's
Lots
about
of
normal.
babies.
That's about normal. So yeah, and then that we were talking earlier, setting up your tubs. That put a layer of, if you're going to go with Danios or even the Tetras, line the bottom with like a 1 inch river stone or marbles or various round gravel places for egg scatterers, eggs to drop and stay out of reach of the parents.
Yeah. Um,
And then
and
hope for
I
the
was
water to turn green, and then in the fall you pull the parents in and start reducing the water and keep watching for little ones. So yeah, bringing them in is a process. You know, you bring in the large adults first, and basically keep an eye on it for young fry. And as you drain it or let the water go down, keep watching for fry. And it's always amazing that, oh, I thought I had them all. Nope, there's three more.
like there's always like three more in there. I I have noticed that with little baby fish. It's like you think you've seen them all, and then you blink and there's more.
Yep.
It's like, where'd you
I
come
thought I,
from?
well, aren't you a little surprised? Oh, yeah, just about anything can be, if you can hold water in it, you can use anything as a tub, outside tub. You can even use a 5 gallon bucket.
I did think about that because I do have a lot of buckets, but I was like, I'll go with something a little bit more square, especially because I'm gonna have to be kind of sneaky about it because we're technically not supposed to have little ponds or fountains. So if it doesn't look
Right.
like a pond or a fountain, then they're not going to say anything about it. So I'm going to kind of make it look inconspicuous, just like I'm growing some plants,
What
and
what they're probably concerned about is mosquito havens.
yeah,
And with, you know, fish in those tubs, yeah, mosquitoes are generally not a problem.
yeah, especially because they have some sort of like moving water in them, and then the fish are eating anything that does
Right,
happen to.
right.
So,
A few guppies in a outside tub. The life expectancy of a baby mosquito is 3 seconds.
yeah, even the little baby guppies would eat those. They'd be like, "Oh, you're moving. I'm gonna eat you."
Yep. And then yeah, growing plants. Choose plants. Some that grow out of the surface. You can go over to garden center, and most garden centers have a variety of pond plants that you can grow, on the edge and out of the water, and make some very attractive little ponds.
And that was something else I was looking at was there's various channels that have ideas on how to make the little baskets and the little floating things with stuff that's like easily accessible, just
Mm-hmm.
pool pieces of pool noodle. And Lord knows I have enough pool noodles for like a decade in my house
Right.
because the kids have to buy a new one every year. It's like, but you still have one. It's still good. It's like we have 15 pool noodles. It's like I'm finally gonna use them for something.
Yeah. I still say for most water plants, a good terracotta pot. Maybe you got to set it up on a brick, it, off the bottom, so it's closer to the surface. But terracotta pots are extremely useful growing outside,
Oh yeah,
as well as the drip pads that go with them.
yeah. Um, and I have just found in general, like if you're any type of plant you're growing, does just tends to do better in a terracotta pot versus a plastic one,
Yes.
just because that clay pot holds moisture and the soil never really gets dry.
Well, if it's underwater,
Yeah,
it better not dry out.
yeah, it better not. But just any regular plant too, it's like it's just gonna do better. So Lord knows
Yeah.
I have a few of the bigger pots too, so I can probably make some good use of the ones I do have this summer. I have this one
Yeah.
giant one, but that one's not gonna be used in it. Like that thing's just way too big. It's like I could sit in that thing almost.
I've got one of those. Yeah, those are fun.
Hmm. I usually do like 3 tomato plants in it because it's like that big, so I like split it off into threes and just put like 3 sticks in it, like bamboo sticks to let the tomato plants grow up. And like I have cherry tomatoes all summer because of that pot. I love being able to put like stuff in it because just everything grows better in it.
Oh yeah. I've got I've got a couple of plastic 55-gallon drums that I've cut the bottoms off and used those. They were great.
Oh.
But then I have a couple of those that I use for outside ponds too.
And I keep seeing everyone around here with the big blue barrels, like the big, big drums, big blue
Yep.
drums. And I'm like, and I keep seeing them, and I'm like, man, I should probably get a couple of those. So I'm on the
Just
lookout for one just
just
to,
be careful with those. Find out what was in it before.
okay.
Because yeah, things like if they held oils or some sort of poisonous chemical, yeah, it's very hard to clean that out and you will have problems. Now, if it was a food grade something, you can usually clean them inside pretty good and they'll be fine. But yeah,
Yeah, just no chemicals, no oils.
no oils, no toxic stuff. Baby Pleco,
Hey, Flecko, yay!
baby Pleco belly. And I don't think Juju's here.
No, but she can catch it later.
Oh yeah,
They're like so little. It's so cute. It's like the other ones actually look like real Fleckos now, and these just look like little tadpoles.
yep. And just think, in a month, you'll have some more. Now that
Oh yeah.
now that the whiskers are on kind of a regular cycle, it's very possible.
Oh yeah. Because yeah, because it was almost what 6 weeks since the last time.
Yep.
I think yeah, that's about 6 weeks now. So oh fish nerd, I
Yes.
kind of have an emergency going on, and I'm gonna have to cut the stream short. Um
This is fine.
okay, yeah, my sister's cat just yeah.
Okay.
So
Family
yeah,
first.
so y'all, I'm gonna have to cut the stream short tonight. I'm really sorry about that.
This is
Um,
okay. We can do it again some other time.
all right, and but yeah, we'll plan to to finish this topic up because I got a list of questions to ask you and stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it now, and y'all have a good night, and I
Yep.
will be back probably Wednesday. See y'all
Sounds good.
later. Bye.
Later.